It's race day in Spielberg for this year's Austrian Grand Prix. We are just a few moments away from lights out, and our drivers thinking about navigating the Niki Lauda curve, as it was renamed in 2019, in memory of one of Formula One's most beloved figures. 7 rights and just 3 left-handers make up the 10 corners of this high-speed circuit. Turn 2 is flat out, a left-hand kink into the uphill braking zone of Turn 3. Turns 1, 3 and 4 are all potential opportunities to overtake. Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Phoenix lines up on pole position, and Jacques Villeneuve completes the front row. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Fernando Alonso, Norris, Ocon, Hamilton, Russell, Stroll, Gasly, Albon, Perez, Liam Lawson, Magnussen, Sargent, Leclerc, Bottas, Sainz, Ricciardo, Tsunoda, Zhou, Oscar Piastri, and Max Verstappen completes the grid. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track. And here, of course, is Anthony Davidson. So let's briefly discuss Lewis Hamilton. And we welcome Anthony Davidson to the commentary box once again. And this driver had a great win last time out. Can they carry that momentum into this one?
There are never any guarantees in this business, but certainly the performance last time out would have boosted their confidence coming into this one.
Seeing any technical issues coming off the practice starts. Watch the RPM on the full start. We don't want you to bog down. Got that confirmed. Expecting rain in about 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, incredible parking there, nice one. That's going to give you the edge if you can get a good launch as the race starts. Okay, so that's the rest of the grid forming up now. Be patient and watch for those lights. Alonso behind you now. seconds. They're on fresh mediums. They're in third. Your last lap time was a 1:11.2. They're in fourth, and so the difference is 9.3 seconds. Okay, they're on fresh hards. Okay, we think they've got 2 stops remaining. 2 stops remaining. Time last lap was a 1:11.3. Minutes until rainfall expected. 5 minutes until rain. We don't currently have the data for that request. Confirming that we're fitting intermediate tyres. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 10.2 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. They're in third, and the time last lap was a 1:11.0. That's Alonso behind. Okay, so the gap to the car behind is 8.1 seconds. They're on fresh softs. Their tyres are 6 laps old. Okay, we think they've got 2 stops remaining. 2 stops remaining. Your last lap time was a 1:11.3. Copy that. Dry's definitely seem like the fastest tyre at the moment. so behind you now. Okay, push, gap to the car behind, 10.6 seconds. They're on fresh softs. Their tyres are 9 laps old. Okay, we think they've got 2 stops remaining. Time last lap was a 1:11.2. The track's getting wetter. Recommend you stay out for now though. We'll be much slower if we move on to inters this early. Okay, listen, don't worry about it, mate. It can happen to the best of us. Now look, I've put a new strategy option for you in the MFD, so go and have a look. Okay, car behind trailing us, 11.5 seconds. DRS has been disabled by the stewards. DRS will be offline, wait for further updates. Teams seem to be putting intermediates on now. Come on, let's go and switch over if you need to. The pit box is currently full. Stay out on track. Stay out. Right, we're seeing puddles now and the dry tyre isn't capable of moving that water out of the way. Looks like we're around the crossover point for the intermediates. Pitting this lap then. Come into the pits at the end of this lap. We don't have the data for that, I'm afraid. Wet tyres confirmed.
And it looks like the pit crew are out in the lane and ready to perform their magic on the car. They're going to be aiming to achieve the fastest pit stop time possible.
Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross onto the track. Forecasts suggest the rain's going to be lightening up over the next 10 to 15 minutes or so. You should start finding more grip as we clear the standing water. Okay, the static over the radio. Say it again. Tyre condition still looking good. Hamilton behind you now. Okay, gap to the car behind. 6.3 seconds. They're on a fresh set of inters. Their tyres are 8 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. And the time last lap was a 1 minute 20.1. Okay, gap to the car ahead is 2.0 seconds. Virtual safety car deployed. Slow down and maintain a positive delta. Virtual safety car is deployed. Virtual safety car is ending. Maintain your pace until we get the green flags. VSC ending. Wait for the greens. Okay, clear. Okay, you've got P3, well done. Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by, 6.8 seconds. They're on a fresh set of inters. That's Hamilton behind. Okay, so gap to the leader is 9.2 seconds. Pit window opens in 19 laps time, 19 laps, and that's 49 laps to go. Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 6.8 seconds. Say that again, we're having trouble receiving you. Okay, Jacques is ahead. They've just entered the pits. They're on a fresh set of inters. Okay, they've done 10 laps on those tyres. We think they've got one more stop. Your last lap time was a 1:32.5. Alonso behind. We're leading the car behind by 9.1 seconds. They're on a fresh set of wets. straight behind is 10.7 seconds. They're on a fresh set of wets. They're in third. Time last lap was a 1 minute 39.0. They're in fourth. The difference is 19.9 seconds. They're on a fresh set of wets, and the time last lap was a 1:22.1. And the gap behind us is 7.1 seconds. Behind you now. Okay, the gap behind is 6.4 seconds. They're on a fresh set of wets. Your last lap time was a 1 minute 22.0. Getting lighter now, but it's going to take a while for the track to dry out. Our gap behind is 4.8 seconds. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 5.9 seconds. They're on a fresh set of wets. They're in third. Time last lap was a 1:22.0. That's Alonso behind. Okay, so the gap to the car behind is 3.9 seconds. They're on a fresh set of wets. Their tyres are 5 laps old, and the time last lap was a 1:22.4. Okay, push, push. Gap to the car behind, 2.8 seconds. Situation's an interesting one, but I think the right call is to stick with what we've got for now. ETA on this rain clearing up is about 10 minutes, so just keep your concentration out there, you're doing well. Full wet seem like the best tyre for now. Probably about time we change tyres. It's a bit of a crossover period for sure, but the longer we stay, the worse it's going to get. left of this rain, then we think it's going to dry up. 10 minutes. Gap to your teammate behind is 1.3 seconds. They're on a fresh set of wets. They're in second. Your last lap time was a 1:22.4. Jax is in the pits. Jax is in the pits now. Okay, I reckon we could probably get away with intermediate tyres now. We're going to find it harder and harder to keep the wets cool from here, but the inters should be easier. Confirmed, we'll receive you at the end of this lap. Sorry, we can't provide you with that information right now. Okay, fitting intermediate tyres next. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. Good job, nice overtake. situation's an interesting one, but I think the right call is to stick with what we've got for now. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 2.3 seconds. Caution, caution, virtual safety car is out. Reduce speed and maintain a positive delta on your dash. Looks like we're running on a dry track soon. Back to dry shortly. Affirmative, medium tyres at the next stop. Okay, I've got a brand new race strategy on your MFD if you want to go and check it out. Okay, slow down, slow down. Your delta's negative, which means you're going too fast. Reduce your pace. Okay, VSC ending. We're going green. Maintain positive delta until the green flags. Okay, clear. Okay, Jacques is coming in for his stop now. Alright, consensus in the garage is that it's probably about time for the slick tyre now. It's going to be slippery, but it'll probably be quicker. Understood. Stopping this lap.
Looks like the pit crew are out in the lane and ready to perform their magic on the car. They're going to be aiming to achieve the fastest pit stop time possible.
Up to speed now, let's get some heat into those tyres. To the pack. Car behind you is Jacques. Okay, car behind trailing us, 3.3 seconds. Okay, they're on fresh hards. Look after these tyres now and want to finish the race on this compound. All right, 31 laps to go now. They're in fourth. Okay, so the gap is 13.9 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Time last lap was a 1 minute 31.5. Understood, copy that. Gap to your teammate behind is 3.1 seconds. Okay, they're on fresh hards. They're in second. And the time last lap was a 1:10.1. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 3.5 seconds. They're in fourth, and the gap is 16.9 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Your last lap time was a 1 minute 10.8. You're leading the pack, that's P1, and that's Jax behind. Okay, gap to the car behind, 3.6 seconds. Okay, they're on fresh hards. That was our last stop, no more scheduled pit stops, let's go. Okay, you've got 25 laps to go. No need to worry about the tyre condition for now, everything's looking good. Okay, radar is clear, weather is looking good for now. Okay, dry seems like the best tyre for now. Be careful, we think you're going to start losing some tyre grip any time now. You're in first position, front of the pack. Car behind you is Jax. We're leading the car behind by 3.6 seconds. Okay, they're on fresh hards. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. That's 30 laps of fuel remaining. gap to your teammate behind is 4.5 seconds. We don't currently have the data for that request. We don't have the data for that, I'm afraid. Sorry, we can't provide you with that information right now. Okay, roger that. Soft tyres at the next pit stop. By 6.0 seconds. Okay, they're on fresh hards. They're in third. Time last lap was a 1:11.6. Alonso behind you now, and the gap behind us is 5.8 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Their tyres are 12 laps old, and the time last lap was a 1:10.3. Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them. That's Alonso behind. Okay, the gap behind is 5.8 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Your last lap time was a 1:10.4. Let's get back up to racing speed. Come on. You're leading the pack. That's P1. Alonso behind you now. Our gap behind is 6.5 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Your pit window is open. Pit window currently open. Okay, 17 laps to go now. 23 laps of fuel remaining. Behind is 7.3 seconds. No threat of rain for the time being, conditions look good. Dries definitely seem like the fastest tyre at the moment. And that's Jack's behind. Okay, so the gap to the car behind is 8.1 seconds. Their tyres are 17 laps old. Time last lap was a 1 minute 10.4. No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving. There are 20 laps of fuel left. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 9.6 seconds. Okay, they're on fresh hards. They're in second, and the time last lap was a 1:11.0. Okay, roger that. Soft tyres at the next pit stop. Gap to your teammate behind is 10.1 seconds. Okay, they're on fresh hards. They're in second. Your last lap time was a 1 minute 10.4. Probably dropping due to wear, so don't be too aggressive. Okay, we can take you this lap.
Looks like the pit crew are out in the lane and ready to perform their magic on the car. They're going to be aiming to achieve the fastest pit stop time possible.
Alonso ahead, they're on old mediums. Hamilton's behind you now. Okay, push, gap to the car behind, 23.0 seconds. Okay, they're on fresh hards. Look after these tyres now, we want to finish the race on this compound. And 11 laps to go. Alonso's ahead of you. Okay, so the gap to the car ahead, 6.9 seconds. They're on old mediums. Okay, they've done 22 laps on those tyres. Time last lap was a 1:10.2. Okay, car behind trailing us, 10.7 seconds. We might see some rain, ETA about 15 minutes. Alonso ahead, and gap to the car in front is 5.0 seconds. They're on old mediums. Their tyres are 23 laps old, and the time last lap was a 1 minute 10.2. Okay, gap ahead is 5.0 seconds. Alonso's ahead of you. Our gap to the car in front is 5.0 seconds. They're on old mediums. Their tyres are 23 laps old. Your last lap time was a 1:10.2. worry about the damage. I've got some new strategy options if you go and check your MFD. We're in P4. It's Hamilton ahead. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. Norris behind. Okay, gap to the car behind. 26.8 seconds. They're on old mediums. Our gap to first place is 3.9 seconds. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go. Okay, 7 laps to go. Ahead of you. Okay, gap to the car ahead is 2.4 seconds. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. They've done 26 laps on those tyres. Time last lap was a 1 minute 11.1. We're leading the car behind by 8.1 seconds. Managing your tyres, manage your tyres. Okay, expect to see some rain about 10 to 15 minutes from now. Okay, dry seems like the best tyre for now. I didn't catch that, mate. Just say it again. Alonso ahead. Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 20.6 seconds. They're on old mediums. And the time last lap was a 1:10.4. 18.2 seconds. an eye on that gap ahead, please. 0.5 seconds. They're on old mediums. Their tyres are 29 laps old. Your last lap time was a 1 minute 11.0. You're gaining by 2 seconds a lap. Amazing. Trailing our teammate by 12.2 seconds. Alonso's just taken the lead. Okay, you've just started the final lap of the race. Final lap. Okay, so the gap to the car ahead, 7.2 seconds. So we're expecting rain in about 10 to 15 minutes. Yes, nice work, mate. You did a really good job today. Pretty sure the boss is going to be happy with that one.
That's it then for another spectacular Grand Prix here in Austria and a truly magnificent drive to hang on and take the win. Tell me, Anne, how do you think they were able to deliver such an incredible result today?
I really feel the track layout combined with the track temperatures we saw today suited their car. These cars come alive when the tyres are just at the right temperature, and the driver did a great job managing that as well. They just look so comfortable out there. It's like anything, it always looks so easy when it all just clicks.
Here comes your top three, making their way down to the podium for what can only be described as a fantastic day for Formula One. So let's review the drivers' standings. It was not the best weekend for our championship leader, and their advantage at the top has been reduced. Some amazing talent out there on track today, but Anthony, who would you pick as your driver of the day?
Well, it's got to be Jacques Villeneuve. He displayed exceptional skill out on track today and wasn't afraid to fight his way through the pack.
Let's move on to the constructors. The owner-drivers team moved to the top of the table. After an event like that, who knows what the sport has in store for us next time? Be sure to join us again as we continue to bring you the latest excitement in Formula One.